So I thought out the pipes earlier. It was a simple thing. I just had to plug the two fans in. So I thought, while you're at it, why don't you just walk back here and look at the corner of the house where the water comes in. So, rounded this corner, saw water in the floor. That's not good. As I got further in, got more water. Saw a small leak drip coming off of this water meter. So I checked the pipes, moved around, banged them around a little bit, and a small leak turned into a spray against the corner of the building. So I got some tape and I wrapped up the fitting that it was coming out of, and turned the spray into a drip. Put a bucket underneath there. And since that's the town's water meter, I thought, great, let's call them up and have them fix this piece of shit. Well, the town came and said, came through and said that everything after this bend right here belongs to me. So I got the town supplied a plastic, it's not even PVC, it's a plastic fucking twist-on piece of shit fitting, and then used a black pipe couple to thread into it, and then come up and with a barb fitting to hook up into the pipes that connect to the house. Well, the shit that they supplied blew apart and is leaking. So, what I'm going to do tomorrow morning, I got since I got the shut off in the yard is functional now. This is a nylon bushing right here, threaded in. It's threaded into this fitting, which is glued to this valve. I'm going to attempt to remove this bushing, and it's only been there for 6 months, so it should come apart pretty good. I'm going to remove all of this black tubing. It's the last 4 feet of black tubing that's in the house, except for a foot 18 inches that's right there. So that's the last black tubing that's in the house, and it's still intact, actually. So I went up and got some fittings. These are the fittings that the town supplied. And I'm going to, since I got 2 of them, I'm going to replace them on both sides, since the other side is probably ready to blow out too. I got valves I got fittings with threads on one side and it glues on the other. I've got 90s. I've got compression fittings. I've got couples. Lots of couples. Got a candy bar. Here's the gasket that fits with that one. I went looking, this is a 45. I went looking for a 22 and a half. A 22 and a half, when I glued that line in, I had to match the leaning mess that meter presented. A 22 and a half glued in up there would straighten that out pretty good. But what I'm going to do is take off here straight, throw a valve in, another valve in, somewhere in the middle, and at some point, probably where that line curves like that, is where the 45 will fit to pick up that angle there. So that's the plan for the morning. So I'll have eliminated all of the barb fittings except for 2 in the house, and should be good to go. The only problems that I foresee is clear back down there in that corner is a gate valve. Gate valve, it's old, and it's got bad packing in it. So if you cycle the valve, the stem leaks. That's why this valve here was installed 35 years ago. So that ball valve is just a fitting, but to pick up the fittings off of there, I bought the stuff to thread in, and put a new brass fitting in place there. So if that unthreads like civilized fitting would, then this will be a short project. If not, I'm gonna be here all day, and you'll see a cussing video, especially since I don't think that this fitting is the right thread size to pick up on either side of that meter. But that meter, it acts like there's a ball valve that that meter acts like there's a ball socket on either side of it. So we're gonna see, and since this isn't that style of fitting, when I get this apart, I'm gonna find out that It's Saturday, and I've got a nightmare. So that's where we're going. That's where we're going with right now. Yeah, nightmares. This is leaking enough that it fills that bucket up in about an hour and a half. So every hour and a half, I have to come empty the bucket. I got these. It takes about half of these yellow buckets is what empties out of there each time. So I'm not going to be sleeping too good tonight because I got to come up here and empty buckets. Yay! Alright, we'll catch you in the morning.